what do you think about this? Fear is the opposite of humility. In other words, if you're afraid, you're not humble. This is an interesting thought to me. Why? I've realized that I have been paralyzed by fear. For the longest time, I have wanted to create, right?
We're gonna need a blowtorch and some more peanut butter.
Like, I got all this. All right, look, camera equipment, camera equipment. And I don't make films like the ones that are in my heart, in my head, that I want to create. I'm a writer, you know. I have you looking at it, I can't have it. And I don't make music. There's just so many things for years that I have wanted to do, and I just haven't done it. And my conclusion is the main reason is just that I'm afraid. And recently I had an epiphany that fear and humility are opposites, that they're on a spectrum together, and you can choose one or you can choose the other. Now, I think we can like feel fear regardless if we're humble. But what I'm talking about is like embracing it, like living in it and acting on it, if that makes sense. And so, all right, cool. So I think there's two kinds of fear, right? There's respect, like awe and respect, like how we're supposed to feel about God, or like fire or something like that, like you should respect it. And then you have worry. That's another flavor of fear. And clearly, like God tells us, like, don't worry. And so worry is the flavor of fear that I'm saying that, or at least that I've realized, you can't do both. You can't be humble and worry, right? So think about it like this, like, let's say that, you know, you're tight with God, right? You know what I'm saying? Or let's take God out of it and let's just say that it's, I don't know, your rich uncle that loves you. I don't know. Let's say that you suddenly like got in a car accident, your car got totaled, and you need a new car. Well, if your rich uncle is rocking with you, then there's nothing to worry about, right? Because they'll take care of it. They'll help you either to pay for it or they'll put you in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like they give you opportunity. I don't know. Anyways, like there would be no reason to fear in that case because you know you have the stuff.
STTS. Stick to the script.
And so that's why I'm saying, like, if you're really rocking with God, right? And you're really being humble and recognizing the truth of the matter that God is really with you, then you wouldn't worry. And so now I've been kind of coming to terms with how this like affects me. And I started thinking about like, what's the essence? What's the nature of humility? So humility in its essence is,
it is what it is.
Of course it is what it is.
That's at one end of the spectrum. The other end of the spectrum is
our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is
a projection, right? It's not what it is. It's what we're making it to be. It's what we're telling ourselves. And what I realized is that I've basically been like lying to myself. And so now I'm really excited because this epiphany made me realize, instead of focusing on the fear, I can focus on the opportunity to be humble. And so now I kind of have a new checklist. First, I try to figure out, okay, what flavor of fear is this, right? Is it something I should fear? If it's not, then I need to pray. If it is worthy of my respect, then I need to prepare. In neither case do I need to be paralyzed. And so like, that's like my new modus operandi. Lately, like what does it look and feel like to prepare? Well, I still get this feeling like when I want to create, right? That, you know, nobody cares. Nobody's going to want to see it. It's not going to be that good, blase blah. And now, instead of just, you know, being paralyzed by the feeling, what I've been doing is talking to myself. Hello?
I said to myself, I say, Sam,
hey, buddy. First of all, you have to. I've realized like if I'm convinced I have to do something, I'm going to do it no matter how I feel. So now I'm like trying to apply that intentionally. Hey, buddy. You got to, you have to. One thing that I've been doing lately that's been helping me with that is running. I have a running partner.
I can't keep up.
She's like great at it and I am not. And running with her has been helping me because like I don't want to get left behind. So even though I'm feeling crazy and I'm feeling terrible, no, you have to just keep going, figure it out. And now I'm like applying that to other things in my life. So the first thing is like, you have to. The second thing I've been doing is like breaking it down into its most simple task, the simplest form of it, and only focusing on that. I get that done and I say, okay, and for my next trick. And so for some reason, like that's been helping me just to concentrate on like the simplest form and just do that. And the third thing is just telling myself, it's okay. It's okay. Because like the alarm keeps going off in my head. Like, this is gonna be terrible. Like, you know, this is not worth your time. Nobody cares. All the things. And I'm just like, okay, it's all right. It's all right. So I've been learning, like, don't dismiss the feeling or dismiss the notification. Acknowledge it and just make it okay. Like, be okay with the outcome. And so far, that's been helping. So that's what I got. What do you guys think?
Incredibly amazing if it works, you know?